welcome to a Twin Stitches Designs podcast. My name is Julie, and I am the knitwear designer behind Twin Stitches Designs. Today we are Friday, April 15th, and it's just about 5 p.m. here. The girls are sitting down cuddling with my husband, watching TV, and I thought that I would sneak away. Hopefully Chloe does not notice. She's in a very mommy phase at the moment where she doesn't like me being in another room where she's not there, so that has been an adventure on its own. But yeah, so I'm hoping to kind of do up this podcast. It might be in little segments, but it is so packed full on my desk that I needed to come and see you guys and chat with you and show you everything I've been working on. I have a ton of finished objects, so much acquisitions. I even have a giveaway for this podcast episode, so definitely you don't want to miss this episode. You can find me both on Ravelry and Instagram as Julia Knitter. I will link everything I talk about down below this video. I have a fun Patreon group that if you would love to join, I would absolutely love to have you there. We recently just hit our second milestone goal, and I'm designing a pair of socks that will be for Patreon members only. Super, super exciting. The next goal, we're almost there, will be a fun Zoom call. So we are going to knit together, and we will organize that when we get there. So definitely you do not want to miss out on the Patreon group. It's a lot of fun. We're actually having a knit along at the moment, so I'm just going to chat everything with you guys. We might as well dive in right away to what I finished. Wow. Okay. So from the last podcast, I have a new pattern out coming this Friday, April 16th, tomorrow. If you are on my newsletter, it comes out tonight. So I have a newsletter linked down below. You get special coupon codes and all of that information. This is actually going to be the monthly pattern for Patreon members, so they actually get the pattern for free. So definitely go check all of that information. I finished the thumbs. I'd mentioned to you guys the last time I'd finished, I was working away on the samples. So this is a pair of mittens that I designed out of Yarn Cafe Creations in her espresso fingering held with her whipped mohair. So this is her tag in the eggnog colorway. So I used eggnog in both the mohair and the fingering weight. So this pair of mittens is really interesting and different from anything I've done before. And I'm curious to see how you guys like it. So I have this pair of mittens pattern is both, has two different options for the cuff, has two different chart options completely. So you see this is one chart and this is the other chart. And also has a full mitt and a fingerless mitt. All the information and details are in the pattern. So you really get to make it your own, customize it your own. I really wanted something that was fun and different. So it has these fun cable textures and twisted stitches. And you see this one has no ribbing. And then this is the second option with some ribbing at the cuff. Goes into that cable. So you can really have fun with it. I finished all three. I finished a full pair, and then I decided to make a second sample that I'll finish the pair eventually, but I definitely wanted this all done for you guys so you could really see the difference between the two charts, the two options. And yeah, so this pattern is coming out tomorrow, so definitely get on my newsletter if you're not on it. And if this podcast goes out later, get on it anyways, so then you won't miss out on any other episodes. You won't miss any other promotions. Okay. Oh, I knit this on a US 3 for the ribbing and a US 5 for the body, and held it double throughout the whole thing. So that's finished object number 1. Finished object number 2. I think I had started this on the last podcast, but I finished a hat design out of Campfiber Yarns in her DK weight base. Super fun colorwork stitch pattern. Really love this. So this one is knit with the main color is white oak. This pinky is called Vintage Rose, and the blue is Deepest Nights. I finished this sample, and the test knit call is actually out right now, and I'm going to be sending out to test knitters. This pattern is going to be coming out next week. Or no. Is it next week or the week after? Not 100% sure. I'll put it down below. So yeah, this really fun detail. So the second sample I'm going to do is I'm going to do the main color in the blue and then have these for the contrast color. So I'll be doing the blue for my husband. I just want to show you guys how the different colors and the main color, these are all just so beautiful. And this is Laura's tag. Such a quick knit. I love knitting hats. I love having hats. I think they're amazing for gifts. I also think that they're just so nice and fun. If I have enough left over, I would absolutely love to knit the girls. At least one of the girls a hat. I really don't think I could knit both of them a hat out of the one. But depending on whatever I have left, I might make like some scrappy hats for them. I'll see what I can do and how much yarn I have left. But I really like it. I love the stitch pattern, how simple. It's simple, but there's some places where you're holding 3 colors. I just love it. Really fun. Fun color work. So she's going to be having some kits up in her shop. Definitely don't want to miss on those. She's an amazing dyer. Absolutely love Laura. And as always, I have this in my Fringe Supply Co Bag. I knit them, oh fudge, I want to say US 6 and US 8 needles. I'm not 100% sure. I think. I'll have to double check. But yes, so that hat pattern is coming out very soon. I'll put all the details below. All right, so the next finished object, I don't even know if it wasn't a cast on, no, because it took me 1 week. So I am doing another tutorial for the YouTube channel, and this tutorial is going to be a full toe up socks. If you know me, I am not a fan of toe up socks, but I think I just found my perfect recipe. I did the entire YouTube tutorial. There will be a paid for PDF, everything. If you want more instructions and information, that's all going to be there, but the YouTube tutorial will be free. I got sent this amazing yarn from Tia's Terrific Thread. I've posted about it on my Instagram, so if you follow me there, you'll definitely have seen this. And this is in her strong sock base, which is 400 yards per 100 grams, 80% superwash BFL, 20% nylon in the colorway If You're Happy. Really, really love it. So I started and finished the pair of socks within a week. Both were knit toe up. The tutorial will go through a Turkish cast on with a full Afterthought heel, no waste yarn. The leg and also the bind off. I show you how to weave in your ends. I hold your hand through the whole thing. I knit these for my husband for his box of socks. Like I'd mentioned on the last podcast, I'm planning on the items that I'm knitting for them to be going towards his box of socks. I think what I've decided is 8 pairs of socks for him by his birthday of October 25th. So let's see if I can do it. But yes, absolutely love this. I actually got them to match, which was super exciting. When I finished on this red. And if you can see, I started them on the yellow. So really, you guys, I only took out this little orange. Like, it was not even, oh my gosh, I don't even think it was 5 grams. So I knew it would have bugged me if I was like 1 stripe off. If I would have been like halfway through the chart, I would have not. But knowing I was 1 stripe off, I think it would have drove me bonkers not to rip that out. I decided to do an full Afterthought heel. The PDF pattern will have instructions for the waste yarn and without the waste yarn. So this is what I have left of my main color, which I'm super surprised because this is only 400 yards and I made a full pair of socks and I still have some left. I was really, really, really surprised. And then I just took a random mini, a rainbow mini from my stash. I thought it'd be super cute and fun. And you know what? This is probably like one of my favorite socks lately. I love it. I loved knitting it. It only took me 1 week from start to finish. I knit these on 2.5 millimeter needle. 60, I started with 64 stitches, but my gauge was too loose, so I went down to a 60 stitch. Also, the pattern will have 4 sizes, a 56, 60, 64, and 72. So you'll have all 4 sizes available in that PDF. Really, really, really excited to put this in his box of socks. I know he's super excited about them too. So here they are, the 2 fully done pairs of socks. This is just a cute cedar box that I got from Knit Picks. It's their small cedar box. And like these you can really like push them all together. So I'm hoping all 8 will be here. You never know. This might be a yearly thing, a box of socks for him. So we'll see. We'll see. But I think I can do it. I'm pretty sure I can do it. Since the last podcast episode, I actually had 3 patterns that were recently released. The first one, which was on April 1st, was part of the Regency Sock Club. This is a 3-month sock club that I'm offering in Ravelry. They're all inspired by the Bridgerton series. And the month of April was Daphne Bridgerton. I knit this out of Knit Picks Hawthorne in the Daphne colorway. And I am so obsessed with them. Absolutely love it. You can only get these pattern in the club at the moment. Starting on June 1st, they will be available to everybody, but for right now, they are only available in the club. It's just so perfect and delicate. Really love those details. So this sock pattern came out. You can still grab the club in my Ravelry shop for $14 Canadian, and the next pattern is coming out May 1st, which is the last installment in that one. I can't wait to show you guys. I love it. So I'm really excited about that one. Love how this one knit up. The second pattern that came out, Knit Picks released a brand new yarn line called High Desert. I was mentioning that I was knitting on something super top secret. I can't even show you. I can't even show you the yarn. This was what I was knitting on. I couldn't share it with you guys, but they've released this yarn. I will link it down below. It is $18.99 a ball. It is 100% USA grown Shenika wool. It's 217 yards. They both have this in a worsted weight as well as a sport weight. So this is what their new tag looks like. This is in the colorway Quail. Beautiful gray. They have 12 new colorways of this range. And I designed a fun hat. This pattern is free on my blog, or if you'd like to go purchase the paid for PDF, you'll get multiple sizes. But if you want just like a fun, simple hat, I think it's the smallest size that I have it free on my blog. I say blog, it's on my website. Really love it. So I used Stargazing, Cottonwood, and oh, what's the dark one? Fudge. Forge. I think so. But yeah, so I released this one. Really love knitting it. The super simple knit stitches, really like that. So this pattern, like I said, you can get it free on my blog or through Ravelry. And the third pattern I released is my hat collab that I did with Camellia Fiber Company, which is worsted weight held with mohair. Has this fun lace detail just at the bottom. Fun yoke. I love the top, how it decreased. So this one I actually donated 50% of the sales to the AAPI group, which is to help stop Asian hate. The dyer behind Camellia is Sylvia, and I was talking to her and asked if she would like to choose a certain organization that we would like to donate sales to, and I told her I'd absolutely be honored to donate 50% of the sales for this. So I had done that. I posted it on my stories, the receipt and everything. So thank you so much to anyone who purchased this hat pattern. It meant so much to me to allow to give back to a very, very good organization that can help people right now in need. So Really love it. This hat pattern you can purchase right now through Ravelry. So really excited. It's with mohair, so you really see that halo. I love it so much. So yeah, I've released 3 patterns since the last time. I always mention get on my newsletter and you won't miss out on any pattern releases. So get on that now. Okay, for whips, I am currently working, I'm actually only working on 2 projects at the moment. I'm wanting to be a little monogamous on the projects and really finish them before I start off another, just because a lot of these, I get so excited and I really want to see the progress, and I find when I have too many projects on the needles, I'm not getting enough satisfaction of seeing the progress go. So really trying to finish off the projects before I cast one on. So usually my plan is to only have 1 to 2 pairs of socks on the needles, 1 sweater is usually my go-to. I am currently working up, this was a whip in the last podcast episode, I think. I'm almost 100% sure. So this is the Easy Eyelet Yolk sweater by Knittitude, who is Chantel. I'm knitting this out of Knit Picks Twill in Fiddlehead, which is a worsted weight yarn. Absolutely love it. It's 100% superwash merino, 149 yards per 100 grams. Really, really, absolutely love twill. So I've split for the sleeves and I'm onto the body. I do not think that I was split for the sleeves the last podcast episode. So I finished all of the eyelets and now I'm onto the body. I'm knitting this on a US 10, so it goes super fast. Love it. Like yesterday, I was only 2 inches on the body and I knit 5 inches in one day. So I am hoping this at the end of the weekend, this body is going to be done. By next week, the sweater is going to be done. Just knits up super fast. I'm so excited to wear it. Really, really enjoyable knit. I love how twill blocks out. I used twill for the Easy Eyelet Yoke cardigan that I'd shown off and really love it. I love the fabric that it created. So I'm so excited for the sweater. I am into my 3rd skein. So I'm thinking it'll need, I would say about 5 full skeins of twill, and I'm making the medium size. So that is where I'm at on that one. Right now it's not in any project bag, just because I have my yarn here and I just plop it on the top and I kind of like travel with the yarn bowl. I find that it's great, and whenever I want to work with it, I just put my yarn bowl down and then I can just knit. Since I'm just really knitting mindlessly around and around till so ever many inches, I think that that's a perfect way to have it. This yarn bowl is just from Knit Picks in Rosewood. So their logo right here. Absolutely love yarn bowls. So that's what I just do. I just pluck it wherever in the kitchen, living room, wherever I'm at. And no, the girls don't touch it. They don't go after it. They know that's mommy. So they know not to do anything about it. So that is where that project is at. Hopefully, goal by the next podcast is to finish that sweater completely. Sip of water. And the next and final whip is in a new project bag that I purchased from Stephanie, the creative knitter. Her bags are beautiful. Just when I saw this print, I needed it. So her little tag is here, the creative knitter. Super, I love a good drawstring bag because I bring this everywhere. I knit from it. It's amazing. I just love it. So this is a sock set that I received from the amazing ladies of Full Moon Fibres that I showed off on the last podcast. This is the pattern that's going to be exclusive to Patreon members. So it's Full Moon Fibres, in their splash pad Lucky 50/50 sock set. So this sock set is two 50-gram mini, 250-gram skeins put together. So you get a total of 100 grams, but two different colorways. And I wanted to create something fun with it. So it's an 80-20 blend. And you get 364 yards total with a kit. And these were the two colorways that came with it. A nice hot pink and then this fun little speckle. And this is the pair of socks up to now. It is going to be a full Afterthought heel. I've already marked my place. I am holding the yarn double. And it is going to be a fun sock recipe type of pattern, perfect for your scraps if you want a few minis. It's going to be like all instructions on how to do it, how many rows, when to change colors and everything. It's going to be so much fun. I really love it. I have the idea exactly what it's going to look like in the end in my head. I just love it. So I'm knitting this on a US 4. I'm using my Knit Picks Prism aluminum needles, and I am just knitting on this constantly. If you see my Instagram stories, yesterday I posted about this, that I'm just outside with the girls since it's just plain knit around and around. It's amazing to bring outside. It's finally getting nicer weather, so I'm getting outside with them, and I'm able just to bring this and knit away. Absolutely loving this. So I will not be releasing this pattern to public. It will never go to the public. It will only be for Patreon members only as a fun perk for hitting our goal. So that is all in this bag. The project for that I want it done is going to be probably in the next few days. This sock is going to be done by the end of April as well. This pattern will be out to Patreon members. So that is everything that I've been working on. I hear my girls being hyper. Okay, let's go into acquisitions. It's a little crazy. So the acquisitions, it's a little bonkers. I'll just put it that way. There's no other way. So first up, let me go with what I've purchased. Stephanie of the Creative Knitter had this sock set, and I just needed it so bad. It is so beautiful. So you have this pink mini with this white mini. She had a little sale in her shop, so I picked up the bag and the yarn. I don't think this had arrived by the last podcast. So love the greens and the pinks. So absolutely love this. Who else? Oh, yes. Nicole, who's one of my amazing Patreon members, also had a sale in her shop. And I decided to grab this one. This one is in on her shiny sock, which is 60% virgin wool and 40% tencel in the colorway Storm. Nicole creates the most amazing self-striping yarns. They are beautiful. I'm planning on using this one for my husband's box of socks. I want to cast on this one like ASAP. So pretty. Blues and grays, and it's just so, so beautiful. Absolutely love it. And here's her logo. I will link all of these makers down below in their shops, so if you definitely want to go and check them out. Another package that arrived. Natalie of Blush Yarns. I purchased these from her shop. So this one is Friends, and this one is Cafe. They're both so different, but I love this oatmeal base with some fun speckles. Her yarn is squishy too. Really nice. And then this one is called Friends. Really love these. So, and then the last thing, nope, not the last thing I purchased. I have one more thing coming in the mail, and after that I am on a stopping shopping spree. I went a little bonkers, and I told myself I wouldn't, and I did. but that's okay. A lot of people had sales, and I was like, I want this. Let me just get it, and I won't buy for a long time. So it's okay. Laura of Campfiber Yarns released this colorway that I absolutely love. It's called Cactus Flower. It's on her Vibrant 80/20, so 80% Squash Merino, 20% nylon. Come on. These greens. I love Laura's yarn. Her Vibrant 80/20 is my favorite base. So here's her logo. Love it. Okay, guys, the last thing I've purchased. Oh my god, I went crazy. Okay, this lady also had a sale in her shop, and I have wanted her yarn for years that I've never purchased, and I wanted her yarn for years. So this is Biff Sugar Yarns. She's in the UK and creates the most delicate, beautiful speckles. Like, I am so obsessed with her yarn and the way that she dyes. And so this is on her 75/25. This colorway is a Winter's Tale. I mean, look at those details. So pretty. And then this one is Siren. Siren? Yeah. Same base, 75/25. There is so many I want from her shop. Good Lord, those are beautiful. So, really happy. Finally got these. I'm so excited. Okay, that's all I bought. Okay, I'm done. But I did receive some fun yarn in the mail and some for you guys. I did mention and tease that there was going to be a giveaway for this podcast episode, and there is, and I'm super excited. So Shelly of Polka Dot Creek, who is a Canadian dyer, sent over not one, not two, but 3 full sock kits. She was just crazy generous, and she said, do what you want with it. So I'm going to be designing some patterns with these 2. But this one, you guys, is up for grabs from you guys. I love this. So this is her February 2020 Love Actually Strawberry and Sangria. I mean, this is just beautiful. So this is on her 75/25, 463 yards per 100 grams, and these are each 20-gram minis. So you get 140 grams. If you are interested in this sock set, comment below. Let me know. How about this? Go and check out her shop and let me know your favorite colorway of hers. She's also having an exclusive colorway this weekend. So just check out her shop. Let me know below which one is your favorite colorway. What would you make with these? Definitely go and check out her shop and give her some love. So huge thank you to Shelly. And I will pull the winner on the next podcast episode. So this one is going to be this podcast giveaway. So excited for that. I want to give more away to you guys, so was really excited. And these 2 sets she had sent. So this is her Lovenote sock set. These 2 are in her shop. This is Lovenote with toffee and lobster bisque. So it's like this beautiful pink, just beautiful with the brown. Love it. And this one as well is in her shop. This is her Lagoon with spruce and burgundy. Just love how these look. I already know exactly what I'm going to be doing with these. I figured out today the designs for them. So these are going to be some fun socks, obviously socks. But I'm just so excited to get started on those. Her yarn feels absolutely amazing, and I'm just so excited. The next thing that came in the mail is the wonderful ladies of Madison and State had contacted me, said if they could send over some yarn. And I said, of course. I would absolutely love to share your yarn and makes. So they sent over this beautiful one, which is Blackberry Smash. I mean, this is just stunning. This colorway reminds me of Kay of the Crazy Sock Lady. Kay, this is totally your color. When I saw it, it reminded me of you right away. And then they sent over this gorgeous sock set. I gasped when I saw this because I was just like, wow. I couldn't believe it. So this is their Snowy Rubus and Dusk sock set. They're both on 85-15, so 85% superwash merino, 15% nylon. Super squishy, soft, absolutely amazing. Love those little speckles. So, and they sent over this little cute yellow. What I'm going to be doing is this is going to be for a giveaway, and I'm going to be designing a pair of socks out of this. I have a fun idea that I pretty much grafted everything today, the designs. It is something big that's going to be coming that I can't wait to share with you guys. I just have so many good ideas, and I'm like, today my husband came up and I was drinking my coffee and I'm like, can I tell you? Can I tell you about it? I need to tell somebody. Like, I was just so excited and ecstatic, and he's just like looking at these sketches being like, okay, that looks nice. Like, you know, he's not us. He's not a knitter. But yeah, so I'm definitely going to be designing. This will be part of this fun collection thing that I have in mind. So thank you so much. All right, so last mail. So with my package, Stephanie is so crazy generous. She sent over her beach fade set. I saw this in her shop, and it took me everything not to check out with it because it was just so beautiful, but I was already exceeding my limit, and I thought, no, Julie, like, you've already gone crazy. And she sent it with my order, and I had no idea. I mean, look at these. So it's a 50-gram set. So each skein is 50 grams in a beautiful fade. Good Lord. It is so... I checked out her shop the last time, and there was still one available. Get on it, you guys. It is... You won't regret it. So Beach Games Fade is on her 80-20. Wow. It is just absolutely beautiful. So each 50 gram is 200 yards. Yep. Let me show you the tag. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So thank you so much, Stephanie. All right, you guys, that is it for all the acquisitions. I mean, this is crazy. I'm so excited for this podcast episode. We have a giveaway, which is something, if ever you want to give away to the podcast, send any... I absolutely love sharing your makes on the podcast, so definitely send me a message, an email at twinstitchesdesigns3@gmail.com. It's always linked below, so just in case. But yeah, so that is about it. I also had a knit picks haul that is on my IGTV of my Instagram. And except for that, what's been going on? We had a little cold. We weren't feeling the very best. We took a COVID test and it's negative, so thank God. But it's just like it hit us like a ton of bricks. The girls got sick and I got sick. Eric did. It was just like it passed through the house like one of those. Today I'm finally feeling better, and that's why I'm podcasting. And I'm just very thankful that we're all finally feeling better, because when it passes through the whole house, I feel like it takes like 5 times as long, because like one person gets it, then the other person gets it, and then it's just like a domino effect. And today the weather was beautiful outside. It just lifts up your spirit as soon as the sun comes out and you hear the birds chirping, and I bring my knitting outside with the girls. It's just, it makes you happy. Like, you can't not be happy being outside in the sun and just breathing in that fresh air and being outside. Weather here in Canada is cold usually, so today was 11 degrees. It was beautiful. I just had my sweater. It was just amazing. We've been Yeah, doing some freezer meals. So that is also, there's a few updates for Patreon. I am adding some fun freezer meal recipes every month. Also, I will no longer be doing vlogs on my YouTube channel. Those will be exclusive to Patreon members, but YouTube podcast and tutorials are always available to everybody. But yeah, I'm doing those strictly on Patreon. I think that's it. So thank you so much to everybody who watched the podcast. I always appreciate your love and support. So thank you so much. And if you enjoyed it, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe not to miss out on any other episodes. And I'm going to go cuddle my babies on the couch. Hopefully they will fall asleep on me so I can just pluck them into bed and relax with my husband tonight. So as always, you guys, happy knitting. Until next time.